So this is the application. Okay, so let's head over to the main functionality. There are three options to sign up. You can either sign up as a customer, which is just someone who needs water from time to time. It could be a household, it could be a big establishment like a hotel or even a construction company. And then you can sign up as a driver, that is a private tanker owner. And then you could register as a water facility. That is those that have water processing plants that they want the system, the admin of the platform to onboard, right? So okay, first before I go here, let me log in as admin. Yeah, to see what's yeah. So this is the admin dashboard, right? The basically the people managing the entire platform. So here you have water sources, registered tankers, only two registered tankers for now, and then there's only one vehicle that's eligible to supply so there's only one registered tanker on the platform. So here now in this water sources panel is a few of these things are just pre-filled, but these two are private water sources that I registered. Right? So what happens here is that people that have water treatment plants, because possibly individuals could own such, right? They come to the administrators and basically register to get their water sources verified so that they can become legal distributors of verified drinking water in Enugu State. So this is just a few of the water sources that the admin has. Okay, the ones that are verified are the ones that are approved to distribute drinking water. The ones that are still pending can distribute any kind of water, maybe industrial water for people that for construction companies, for maybe hotels also, but they cannot distribute drinking water to homes, right? These ones that are pending. Yeah. So if let's say the yeah, this is the details. As it's still pending, maybe something happens and they later verify them, they can come and make it verified and apply the decision. For this one that's already verified, yeah. This one that is verified, yes, I made this submission myself. Yeah. So here this is their water treatment reports and details and all of that. So if maybe at some point in time something happens and because there's going to be a timely review. No, so if something happens after some time, maybe they lose their eligibility to supply drinking water, you can just come here and then change it. Yeah. So it now becomes pending. Yeah, but originally it was verified. So let me just leave it that way. And then here is tankers approval. This is place where because for drivers to become legitimate suppliers of drinking water, most especially their tankers. Basically, for their tankers to be onboarded into the platform, their tankers has to be vetted, right? Because the people that don't wash their tankers, the people that their tankers are in very very bad condition. Yeah, they're easy to supply drinking water. So if your tanker is not so good, fine, you can use to supply any kind of water. But it's only when it has passed the eligibility, say that it should be allowed to supply drinking water. You can see now that this one is utility only. That it can only supply utility water for hotels, for constructions, and all of that. So yeah, this is the tanker approval, the tanker registration and approval tab. And here this is audits and metrics, basically or a system-wide review of all the water distribution volumes and everything, basically everything that happens on the platform. So you can see that since this platform was built, we have distributed a total of 18,000 liters. Drinking grade 10,000 liters, utility grade 8,000 liters. Yeah, drinking grade water 10,000. Utility grade basically it's just a metrics platform, and then you can see an ecosystem map of all the water sources within their within Enugu State. So now let's see how things work from a should I say like a driver's side or something. So we're going to come here. Want to register as first? Let's register as a water facility. So Pure Aqua, yeah, gmail.com. I sign up as water facility. Yeah, so I'm going to save the password and let's head over to our dashboard. So here now I'm a water source, right? I want to tell the managers or the administrators of this platform that I have a water source that people can come and be getting water from. So I'm going to register my source. So my work is going to be pure aqua limited. Just that's what it is. It's a treatment plant. Yeah. So yeah, this is our location in Akwai. I'm going to register the source. So right now we're awaiting verification. So I'm going to like submit lab report. When we go live, right? Well, the ideal way of verification to submit documents and all that. For most of them, we'll just make do with this. So this is I mentioned my lab reports, yeah, WDT, TS, and pH. This one has a pH of 7. So I'm submitting the lab analysis now to the admin, right? So now I've submitted it, right? So now let's go back to the admin dashboard now. Remember, I just registered what Pure Aqua Limited. So let's go back to the admin. Yeah. So this is the admin. We're back to the admin dashboard now. So let's go to water sources. So now we can see the source that I just registered, which is Pure Aqua. Yeah. So this is the water source verification. So here it's just after Pure Aqua applied, it comes here and then checks, goes through their lab reports. Okay, water has this quality, so it must be drinking water. In an ideal setting, like when this system is properly adopted, there should be like a cloud service for upload of these documents that the admin on their end will be able to go through and view, and even pictures of the facility, right? So yeah, so after going through all of this, it updates the status to eligible, so it makes them a pure treatment plant, yes. And for regulation, yeah, it's going to give the price better because the bane of businesses on the common man is regulation, right? There's no regulation as to the price of goods, so it tends to be pricing tends to be indiscriminate. So this now is pinning the price, regulating the price at this amount, right? So it's only like 3 naira per liter, just an example. So I'm going to apply decision. So now this is verified. Let's go to the Pure Aqua dashboard and see. This is the email we used to sign up for them. So if we check, you can see now that their water depot is verified and authorized to supply drinking water now. So like they are grade A registered, right? So move on to let's move on to the driver's side. So right now we're going to register a new driver. Move on to our dashboard. So for now, he has this is the driver dashboard. Yeah, that's tanker operator. Yeah, so here he has no active tanker. Yeah, no motion on his part, and then his total earnings on the platform is still zero. So let's first thing to do is register a tanker, right? So just put in his tanker plate number. Just say so this is tanker plate number. Yeah, so it's going to enter his tank capacity, let's say 2,000 liters. So he's going to choose. This is him telling us that this is where I usually get my water from, right? So he's this telling us that he usually gets his water from this plant, right? So he's supposed to enter a link to his license document. So let's just just a text description for now. We're just going to the description. So let's say verified. Yeah. So in an ideal case, we move to a cloud upload platform like Cloud to receive the documents, right? And then an image URL of his tanker. I've registered my tanker successfully. I'm waiting for approval from admin. So right now, let's see. Yeah. So I just registered this tanker and all of that. Yeah. So this is the water depot I'm using. I could verify the water grade. Yep. So let's go back. Yeah, so now we can right now I registered my tanker. Right? For this driver to be eligible to distribute water on this platform, the admin has to verify him too. So it's going to be awaiting verification. So let's head back to the admin dashboard. So now let's see. Let's move to the tanker approval. Yeah. So this is the tanker that I just registered now. Utility only. Yeah. So yeah, the admin goes through it and then decides to approve it. So now the tanker status is updated successfully. So yeah. So here we now have two eligible vehicles. Yep. Yeah, we have three registered tankers. One is not yet approved, and then we have six water sources, four verified to distribute drinking water. So now let's go back, yeah, to the admin, to the driver dashboard. Now the driver is this one now at gmail.com. So now you can see now that after his tanker is approved, right? So what he's going to do next is just activate the tanker, right? So it's not telling you that this tanker is active, and then for him to be able to receive orders, he has to make his availability status to online, right? Because people stop happening and sometimes people just want to go out of business. So for them to not be receiving orders when they're out of business, you have to either decide to go offline or online. Yeah. So he clicks go online. So right now he's ready and he's now visible to customers to receive requests. Now let's create a customer account. And this is an old customer account I've been using. So let's sign out and create a new customer account. And I'm going to register as a customer. So I'm going to sign up now as a customer. So I'll save it so I don't have to be remembering it every time. So yeah, now this is the customer dashboard. Welcome back, customer Mary. So you monitor your delivery status, track after shipment and fuel consumption analytics. So right now, what's the cost? The only reason why your customer is on this platform is to order water. So I'm going to place a new order. So now here we're back to the customer. Here in the customer portal, we want to order water. So the beautiful thing is that it's going to show you the driver closest to you, because one of the problems of this water distribution is that sometimes when people need water, they might not have sources close to them, right? And drivers calculate all of this as part of costs, because the distance, the more distant the customer is, the more the customer will have to pay due to fuel cost and all that. So this platform solves that problem by showing you drivers that are closest to you. So right now, as this customer wants to order, this driver is closest to the customer. So and you notice that this driver doesn't have a rating because I just created the account. This one does have a rating, but then it's not recommended because see, when I choose, they tell us that there's a closer driver, right? So yeah, so let's go with the closest one and tell that this is the recommended driver, right? Selecting it minimizes overhead, cost and all that. And this driver is also a verified water supplier. So right now I want to get drinking water from this driver. Yeah, 2,000 liters volume. Sorry, 2,000 liters volume. So yeah, so I want to get the water now. So I'm not going to add a scheduled date. I'm not going to schedule time because I for the purpose of this demo I want to just demonstrate everything. So right now for my delivery address, I'll just ask the platform to detect my location. That driver knows exactly where he's bringing the water to. So now it has detected location. So this is where I am. So let's yeah, in Suka. So this is the total low quote. It shows me the water cost 2,000 liters at 3 naira per liter. Now shows me transit fee from Abapa down to this place. So the total distance is this. So everything is transparent. You know that you're not being cheated. You know that this is what you're being paid for. This is the price of water, and this is how much was added to cover transport cost. So let's place an order. So this order now goes to the driver, and it's not going to be active until the driver accepts it. So let's move to the driver's dashboard. So yeah, this is this driver that I made an order. So you see the driver got a notification that a new order request. So I'm going to go to the deliveries tab. So this is the order that driver just got with my location and everything. So driver could accept or reject order. So I'm going to accept the order. So the driver has accepted the order now. So on the customer's end, customer is going to get a notification that the order has been accepted. So now that the order has been accepted, the customer can now track the activities of the driver from when the driver is going to, because this way is for the customer to be able to see exactly where the water is coming from. Because sometimes the driver can just fetch water from just a road by the side water, so just randomly anywhere and give it to you and you drink it. Yeah, but this time you've seen where the driver is getting the water from. You know that the driver is approved to get drinking water. You know exactly where this water is coming from because you're going to see it live here. Although right now there's no in real time, if there was actually a movement between a driver, because right now I'm just doing this thing for demo, there's no driver coming and there's you get. So had it been there was actually a if there in real life, when the systems are total and there's actual movement between driver and customer, you're going to be able to track it in real life. But right now it's everything that's here is you can see the location, right? But then there's no movement. So what we're now doing is simulating the motion, right? So the driver is now the one updating it by himself. So right now driver tells you that I started my journey to source depot, the customer sees it, Okay, driver is now heading to the water source depot, and you can see that the active tracking, you can see the tanker moving. So when the driver moves to the net after getting to the source depot, I've arrived at the source. The user sees, the customer who ordered it sees it too, that the driver is filling tanker at the depot, and you can see the location and everything. Yeah, water loaded. Yeah, so this is the source depot, this is the driver, this is the location. Then the driver says water unloaded, I'm on the way. The customer gets the notification to order en route, driver is on the way to your delivery address. The driver is on the way to your delivery address. Can see now that it's now blinking this way that the driver is now close by, right? So yeah, the customer gets a notification too, and then we go to driver's end. Driver now says arrived at delivery address. We now have yeah, you must see that order delivery complete. So on the customer's dashboard, you get a notification to driver has arrived at your address, right? So yeah, arrived, and then yeah, so basically at this point now the whole driver has arrived and has loaded your water for you, and then yeah, so driver is going to confirm that the delivery is complete, and then the user on their other end will get a notification. Okay, so delivery complete, please review and process payment. So yeah, so I'm going to pay through transfer. Yeah, this is just a test base stack integration, so there's no real money moving. So I'm going to click send the money. Yeah, click on I've sent the money. So the platform after payment, yeah, going to detect it and complete. After payment, Paystack sends a web notification to our server, and then our server processes the payments. Yeah, so we've paid now. Yeah, so I can now rate this driver. I can now rate this driver: water quality, good; speed, professionalism, good. I just say a just say a good supplier, and then submit the rating. Yeah. So I've completed this order now. So let's see how the driver side looks. Yeah. So the driver gets notification of payments received. On, so I'll just mark it as red. So I'll now go to his, so you can see now that his earnings have updated, right? So yeah, these are the earnings log. Has completed one delivery. Yeah. And then yeah, this is the person he delivered to. Yeah, Mary will be drinking water. So yeah, basically this is just how the platform works. There's the driver's detail. Yeah, and all of that. And then let's sign out and go back to admin side. Yeah, so let's check the audits. Yeah, so right now we now have 10,000 data distributed, 12,000 for drinking grade, 8,000 for utility grade, and then basically an ecosystem map of yeah all our available tankers and their respective locations. So yeah, this is just basically how the platform works. Yeah.